Hello, and welcome to the Way-of-Impeccability Webinar. Thanks to all for attending. I'm Sebastian, along with Olivia de Nobilia, founders of the Nobilia.org Self-Discovery Project and A New You University. We'll be walking you through the webinar and we'll get right to it because, as we like to say, without application, it's all meaningless. We're going to show you the key to everything, and that's the 5 shifts to overcoming life discontent, dissatisfaction, and disenchantment to achieve a life of meaning, purpose, and significance.
Who it's for? This webinar is for conscious individuals who want to overcome life discontent, dissatisfaction, negativity, or meaninglessness. Whether you've been feeling stuck for years or things are just not that great and you want more, either way, you'll learn something from us. If you want to connect to who you really are, this is for you. And the next 45 minutes will be the best you've ever spent.
In the next 45 minutes, you'll find out about how to live with joy, fun, and fulfillment, to live life as it's supposed to be lived and make unhappiness a non-issue, how to build towering self-confidence so you never get stuck in self-doubt or self-defeating thoughts again, how to find contentment and peace even in the midst of a crazy world, how to uncover your mission so you can show up in the world with purpose, direction, and power and conquer any challenge in your professional or personal life. You'll find out about how to transform yourself to being a person you like, a person you've always known you are, a person you're proud of, so you never have to live a lie again. How to be satisfied and thrilled with your new life and new way of living, so regrets are a thing of the past. How to have a meaningful life path and journey, one which is significant to you, so you never have to feel hopelessness again. In the next 45 minutes, you'll also find out about how to absolutely crush anxiety dead in its tracks so you can operate with total calm, cool, and serenity, even in incredibly challenging situations. How to connect to positive sensibility where the good and beauty of life and others is felt and seen, and where you have newfound strength of character which stops negativity in its tracks. And how to live a life filled with a more which stretches the imagination and belief, a more of the awesome and profound, a more which has to be experienced to be fully understood, that more in life you always knew existed and were looking for.
Our promise to you: we'll show you a step-by-step strategy to overcoming life discontent, dissatisfaction, and disenchantment to achieve a life of meaning, purpose, and significance. But first, house rules. A serious intent to change is imperative. Commitment to investing in yourself is required. Actual real application with integrity of what's learned is needed. Change needs to become the main priority in your life. Otherwise, change will be difficult to acquire.
Let's take a look at what's really going on. Does this sound like you? Do you wake up dreading your day because you know you're living a lie? Are you without energy and motivation because everything seems pointless and meaningless? Do you feel like you're not worth anything and your life is all wrong? Is negativity overwhelming you? Everything is a battle, including living as the person you are now. Do you feel like there's more to life and you're missing out? Are you regularly stressed, bothered, irritated, annoyed, or similar? Is lack of concentration, focus, purpose a problem? Do you feel overwhelmed by life and feel you're getting further and further behind?
And most importantly, do you secretly fear you will be stuck in a meaningless, empty, hollow, purposeless self and path for the rest of your life? Now we come to the real problem. You haven't made the shifts.
Once you make them, You'll start every day with energy and enthusiasm, eager for the joys and awesome of your new you and your new life. You will be at ease with yourself, comfortable being you, able to deal with others and life without stress and with fun, joy, and confidence. You'll have a new way of being you're proud of, where you enjoy being you, have fun with yourself, are confident about who you are, and you'll feel right about yourself through being impeccable in your actions and life. Once you make these shifts, you'll have a new way of living which has meaning, purpose, and significance to you. Your new way of living will connect you to the awesome of life, to more, to spirituality, to what's important to you, and provide an unending source of wonder, magic, and joy. You'll live connected to a life which connects you to more than just the superficial, which connects you to the full awesomeness of the world and life itself. Real quick, before we get into the shifts themselves, a little bit about us, who we are. Founders of the Nobelia.org Self-Discovery Project and A New You University. Creators of the comprehensive and cohesive A+ philosophy, a revolutionary approach to life and living which does not depend on opinions or beliefs, using self-evident sensibility instead. Life coaches, authors, and practical philosophers, helping transform lives through personal, detailed connection of what's important to the individual themselves. Creators of Out BS, the Biala series, the New Nobility Conception, the Noble Ideal, the Way of Impeccability, Deliberate Living, Philosophy of Opposite, the Dictionary of Power, the Takeaway Philosophy, Ask Biala Advice Column, and more.
Discovering the 5 shifts. What actually and really makes the difference and produces lasting results? There are 5 shifts you must make to get to where you want to be with yourself and your life. We'll walk you through all 5 of these shifts in this session. Shift 1. Commit to impeccability.
Why is it so important to commit to impeccability? Because without energy, everything sucks. It's that simple. Impeccability is ultimate energy management. Without integrity, the ship of self has leaks and will eventually flounder and sink. Impeccability is a moral, ethical issue connected to our inner principles, and for us to live with impeccability, we need energy. Most people believe what they do is what drains their energy. It's more than that, much more. It's what we believe, what we fail to live by, and matters such as lack of meaning and purpose which drain our energy. Mood and motivation, goodness and sensibility depend entirely on our energy. We actually have way more energy than we realize. It's just that we waste it without knowing we do so, typically through inappropriate application of goodness. Energy management is about shifting how we understand our energy usage, like knowing about plugging our energy drains and leaks, which really means being good and our true selves in better ways. It's critical we know about impeccability when it comes to the best use of energy, so that we can make use of all our energy in ways which benefit us and connect us to our goodness and our purpose.
Shift 2. Clarify your intent.
If we don't know why and what we're doing, it's pointless and wasted effort, especially if we aim to live according to our deep goodness and power. Without long-term intent and a clear life purpose, our actions might be good in the short term, but counterproductive and not good in the overall. When we're clear about our self-purpose, self-appreciation is easy and fun. Usually, for major change, we feel we need to learn a whole new belief system, but this is not so. Who you actually really already are is more than enough once you connect and realize how much it is you already know and how good you truly are. Once we clarify what we're about, the way of impeccability and deliberate living become a profound shift which is actually obvious and not complicated at all.
Shift 3. Use the secret weapon, the transformative self-conception.
A new transformative self-conception changes everything. Without thinking about ourselves in a deep new way, change is difficult. Redefining ourselves to connect to who we've actually been all along is so huge when it comes to life change. We need to have a new view of ourselves to avoid falling into the trap of a self-definition defined by others, as this is not helpful and not really us. When we shift from a self-view and limiting self-definition, which is basically a lie, the result is profound. A new self-conception and thinking of ourselves in a profound new way is essential because it's so transformative. Our self-conception is defined by power words and terms which determine how we think of ourselves and who and what we are. A cohesive, empowering new self-conception is built on a power vocabulary which we actually all have within us and we can connect to and use once we make the major shift to connecting to what is already within us. Knowing our deep inside makes us aware of what's super important to us and is transformative.
Old way versus new way. It's critical to understand that simply doing the same old is no good at all. And here we're talking about doing things in profound and meaningful new ways, which actually work and yield real and lasting results. Let's look at the old way, which is being told what to believe, needing to take what's taught on faith, treating the symptoms rather than the underlying problem, focus on short-term feel-good rather than long-term power, lack of intrinsic cohesion according to the individual's life principles, no connectivity to the greater scope of life and living, no change in internal self-perception, changing the tires when the steering wheel is broke, fixing symptoms without replacement of a new way of living, no focus on purpose, meaning and significance, hype around guru and personality and how great they are, empty promises which in the end mean nothing. Now we come to the new way, which is simple and easy to apply. First, a transformative new self-conception. Second, use your own values and principles. And third, shift to a profound, empowered, joyful, new way of living centered around impeccability. Shift 4. Leverage attunement.
When we understand how we are more and also how exactly we are limited, it makes all the difference for living with awesome. Living via attunement makes us realize we don't have to know everything to make good decisions. Once we're in attunement, life is easy. It really is. Once we understand about living via attunement, life is simple and profound. We don't need to be arrogant, self-important, or egotistical to live with true power, the power of humility and impeccability. The power of attunement to life connects us to the power of being a good person and to living deliberately.
Shift 5. Invest in expert help, an essential component.
Making sure to invest in expert help is how you leverage real change. All of the above is possible if, and only if, we invest in ourselves and invest in help and assistance so we can appropriately convert our change into application. Investing in easy application moves us from thinking shifting to a new life is difficult when it isn't. If we have guidance and structure, life change isn't overwhelming or impossible, but easy and fun. In fact, when we have that appropriate structure, all it takes is to apply a few simple things regularly and consistently to get awesome results. Once we have the mindset and awareness shift, it all falls into place and a new life happens automatically, especially if we have assistance which keeps us focused and motivated until the changes stick. Application is keeping that obvious we have always known front and center, but often we need help in connecting to all we know. Understanding the power of appropriate help, assistance, and guidance is huge and invaluable and makes real change easy. Understanding that new ways of being and new ways of living come from new ways of feeling is huge, all of which comes from connecting to what is actually obvious, but which we have not been fully aware of. This is a major benefit of investing in guided application.
Case study, Susan's story. Susan came to us absolutely not wanting to continue living her old life, and absolutely not wanting to continue being who she had been. As soon as we helped her refocus her life intent and connect to who she really was and wanted to be, she began to change. She worked at applying what we showed her, connecting to a new self-conception we helped her formulate, and soon saw the profound changes in her life and way of living. Changes which surprised her, as she had never imagined such a life to ever be possible for her. Now she's living and feeling in ways she's thrilled with, and is a person she never thought she'd ever be. She can't believe the change in herself, as it is profound, and has her living a life she finds meaningful, filled with purpose, and Susan now feels she is a significant part of the world.
Today we promised to show you how to live with joy, fun, and fulfillment, to live life as it's supposed to be lived and make unhappiness a non-issue. How to build towering self-confidence so you never get stuck in self-doubt or self-defeating thoughts again. How to find contentment and peace even in the midst of a crazy world. How to uncover your mission so you can show up in the world with purpose, direction, and power, and conquer any challenge in your personal or professional life. How to transform yourself to being a person you like, a person you've always known you are, a person you're proud of, so you never have to live a lie again. How to be satisfied and thrilled with your new life and new way of living, so regrets are a thing of the past. How to have a meaningful life path and journey, one which is significant to you, so you never have to feel hopelessness again. Today we promised to show you how to absolutely crush anxiety dead in its tracks so you can operate with total calm, cool, and serenity, even in incredibly challenging situations. How to connect to positive sensibility, where the good and beauty of life and others is felt and seen, and where you have newfound strength of character which stops negativity in its tracks. How to live a life filled with a more which stretches the imagination and belief, a more of the awesome and profound, a more which has to be experienced to be fully understood, that more in life you always knew existed and were looking for.
What you need for life change: commit to impeccability, clarify your intent, transformative self-conception, leverage attunement, invest in expert help. These 5 shifts alone are enough to result in profound life change.
Now you have a choice. You can take what we've given you and do nothing. You can go back to a meaningless life. You can believe somehow that miraculously things will change. You can continue to live with regret that gets bigger and bigger. You can continue to stay stuck in the inertia of not really doing anything. You can keep living the lie you're living. Or you can actually do something real and significant. You can move towards being the person you really want to be. You can find joy and happiness, power and energy. You can make a move to living a life filled with meaning, purpose, and significance. You can transform your world and yourself into what you've always known you are and what you've always wanted.
How we can help. We and our team have set aside some time in the next 48 hours to speak to you personally about how you can apply these ideas to your life change, starting today. Whatever your challenges are, we've seen and heard it, and we know how to overcome and deal with it. How we can help. On the session, we will work with you to craft a step-by-step game plan to achieve your life goals, whatever they are for you, and for becoming the person you really are and have always wanted to be. The cost? Absolutely free.
Who this is for? You must be willing to commit to real change and be someone who will do what it takes to achieve that change. You must be committed to the concept of impeccability and the integrity it implies. You must be serious and earnest about improving your life. You must be someone who wants to live a life with meaning, purpose, and significance. You must be willing to invest in your life change. If that's you, book a session now.
Why we're doing this? We do this because we love giving back and helping earnest good people be the empowered people they really are. Plus, we know that you might want our help to transform yourself. If so, we can discuss it and see if it's a good fit for both of us. If not, that's okay also.
To book a call with us, you can right now go to nobelia.org/apply. Spaces are very limited. Sign up now. I'm making a button you can click on right now. When you click that button, you'll be taken to our calendar page showing available appointment times, and you can grab whichever one suits you best. After that, you'll be taken to a short application form with a few simple questions. Fill them in real quick and we'll get on a call with you, and it will be the best hour you've ever spent investing in yourself and in your life. So just go to nobelia.org/apply and we will speak to you very soon. We'd just like to share one other thing with you. Something which is very simple, but is so huge and meaningful to us. Something which has profound implications. Our client M, when recently asked what we had done for him, said, "You solved my hopelessness." Thanks. Talk to you soon. nobelia.org/apply. P.S. We finished sooner than expected, which means you have some bonus free time. Put it to good use by booking your call. If you've come this far, we are really excited to talk to you. It'll be a true pleasure. Thanks. Bye-bye. Talk to you soon.